may not just be as simple idea as building a higher or bigger seawall and then crossing our fingers.
Vancouver's seawall is no match for the powerful king tides to come. And one climate scientist says the city can't just repair it. It needs to build it up to deal with powerful storms and surging tides that's caused part of the seawall to crumble. At Third Beach, some areas are still off limits after a storm sent waves crashing against the seawall last week.
It may not sound like very much, but the sea level's rising about a centimeter every decade.
Dr. Richard Dewey says it's just a taste of the extreme weather coming.
Those strong winds will generate swell and waves that crash against the shore. And then we have on top of that, if that occurs at the same time as a spring tide or a king tide, and I'll just distinguish those, then you get extra high sea levels. And that's when the damage really goes over these dikes.
The Vancouver Park Board says rebuilding is a priority, but it won't be able to say when repairs will be done until it has more funding and a better understanding of damage.
We're working with a number of First Nations and rights holders, other experts.
The board tapping into emergency funding.
To a much more resilient level of protection requires enormous amounts of funding. So in any case, we will be working with senior levels of government on this most recent damage. But to sort of go to a quantum leap for resiliency is sort of next order.
We're not getting out of it now. Whether we pay a lot later or it's or much more or a lot depends on our actions still today on dealing with climate change.
But it's not just about building higher. Your walk along the seawall could be on a drastically different path.
We may have to have other engineering solutions, such as building in rubble and rocks and extending the wave breaking zone out further away from the seawall.
For now, the park board is asking people to stay away from the closed areas with hazards, including unstable rocks, making it unsafe. In Vancouver, Crystal Laderas, City News.